Hello everyone! We are so excited that you're joining us for another episode of Friday Night Online. It's October 30th, the day before Halloween, and we've got some exciting skits planned for you all. We know the last 7 weeks have been pretty rough. I know that I am so done with the Zoom classes and navigating Canvas. I think a relaxing evening with some silly skits is just what the doctor ordered. Oh, and a fun thing. Throughout the skit, we have inserted 6 jump scares just to keep you on your toes. You never know when one might pop up. Enjoy the show! Perfect.
Ooh, score.
Oh, well, I hope they at least use the hand sanitizer. Trick or treat! Trick or treat. Sick. Trick or treat! Great.
Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody on here? Just chat if you can hear me. Is there anyone at all? Come on now. I know you're tired of this. Well, I know it's a pain to be on Zoom again. Relax, relax, relax. I cannot course your camera is on. But I need to know, can someone please respond? This is such a pain, my hair's receding. Retirement's not even on the horizon. This is not how I was taught in school. Talking to myself, so not cool. When I was a child, I had a dream to change the lives and their minds. Now I've lost that feeling all the same. I can't explain what you would not understand. This is not how I am. And I have become so Zoom numb. Okay. I know that I can do this. Just a few more weeks. No need to curse and hiss. You should stand up. Yeah, that's right. You gotta stretch your back sometimes. That'll keep you going. Come on, it's time to go. Such a pain, my hair's receding. Retirement's not even on the horizon. This is not how I was taught in school. Talking to myself, so not cool. When I was a child, I had a dream. Change their lives and mold their minds. Well, I lost that feeling all the same. I cannot explain, you would not understand. This is not how I am. Oh, I have become so Zoom numb.
We here at Sunset Treble Choir are very excited to share our latest piece with you. We've been working very hard on it, and we believe it has a very special meaning for everything that's going on right now. This is our song for you, Halloween Song for Peace. One, two, three.
I gave that, I do a real pop, the blue stick, the green stick, the tiger, the hot dog, the dog bark, and now you're on line, the whole there, the green there, and maybe green sign, casting my spell on you, I'm casting my spell on you, I'm casting my spell on you, you said it never be untrue. An old shoe and put them on the ground. I took an old fish, a dead fish, and made a great sound. You say a frog's leg, and hear the moon sack. Tattoo, a genie on my back. I'm casting my spell on you. I'm casting my spell on you. cast my spell on you. You'll never, never be untrue. 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 You'll never be untrue.
Hello, my name's Audrey Anderson, and welcome to Let's Talk. Each week, a new guest will be joining us to tell stories and have fun. This week, we have Carrie joining us. Hello, Carrie.
Hi, Audrey.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm a junior at Sunset right now. I'm in choir, band, I like to play instruments, and I like to play soccer a lot.
Okay, so COVID has changed a lot of things, and we've missed a lot of events, parties, whatever, right? And so I kind of wanted to talk about two topics that have been coming up that are going to look a lot different this year, and that is homecoming and Halloween. So to start off with homecoming, what are your opinions on it?
I like homecoming. I've only been once, so I can't say too much on it. I like ballet a lot. Ballet's more fun. But homecoming tends to be a lot of fun. It's really hot in the lower commons, so sometimes you get tired a little fast. But overall, it's a fun experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree with you that ballet is more fun. And so kind of talking about it, I've talked to other friends that I don't go to dances with about, the process before actually going to the dance, right? So tell me a little bit about what you do before dance.
Yeah, me and my friends that I usually go with, we meet at a friend's house to take photos with parents and things like that. And then we usually hang out for a little bit before we leave. This last year was our first year we went to dinner beforehand, which was fun, and it was different than what we had normally done. So we got to hang out there for a little bit. Then we usually go to the dance.
Yeah. I do what every, average teenage girl does with her friends, and I go out in full makeup, in my dress, and in my heels, and I play football with my friend, which is, great. I highly suggest it for anyone who hasn't.
That's fun.
It's great. I would say it's actually better than the dance. That's my favorite part of the day. The final topic I kind of want to talk about, just dances in general, is heels. We're both females. We've both worn heels before. So kind of, what's your outlook on heels?
Heels, I think, are good for a short period of time. They're not the most fun to be wearing for hours. So usually for dances, I change into tennis shoes by the time I get to the dance. I'll wear heels for photos and stuff, but usually I end up wearing Converse to the actual dance.
Yeah, it's quite funny with me because I can wear heels with the dance and be fine. I can wear heels for hours, as long as I have adrenaline coursing through my body. But at the end of the night when I'm walking to the car, I'm practically crawling, because
Yeah.
it's so painful to wear them. I have an alternative that you can wear instead of heels, and that is my famous platform Crocs.
Oh, yes, the Crocs.
They're 4-inch platform Crocs, and they're great. I wore them to ballet last year. Highly suggest, because they were incredibly comfy. I did not feel them all night. And they're great, except I will say there is a bit of a tripping hazard, because if you go down, you're going
I would
in.
imagine, yeah.
Yeah, you've seen me fall in them before.
Yes.
Pretty great.
Mhm.
We are now going to be moving on to Halloween. So Halloween's going to look a lot different this year. So kind of what are your plans for Halloween?
As of right now, my plan is to go over to a friend's house to watch some horror movies and stuff with my group of friends. They have a projector in their backyard, so sometimes we watch movies out there so that we're socially distanced. As long as it doesn't rain, I really hope it doesn't rain. Otherwise, it's going to be rough for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of horror movies are you watching?
Ooh, we don't know yet. We watched a horror movie, I think, Friday night maybe, or was it Saturday? It was someday, and we watched Halloween, the old one, and The Cabin in the Woods.
Mm-hmm.
Those were good. A lot of jump scares, and one of my friends was screaming a whole lot.
Yeah, I love horror movies. I can binge watch them forever, and I kind of love them because you can make fun of them a lot of times. And then final topic I wanted to talk to you about was costumes. we have costumes that, you know, I look back on and I'm like, that was the best costume I've ever had. And then I've had costumes, you know, that I've looked back on and I'm like, why did I make that decision?
For sure.
So, what have been your, you know, favorite costumes and your costumes that you wish you would forget?
Oh, geez. Favorite costumes. There's a lot of interesting costumes, but favorite would probably be I did Hermione Granger one year, and I think it was when I was like 8. I was really excited because I got to walk around with the wand, and I kept hitting my siblings with it. So that was a lot of fun. And then questionable, not me personally, but my brother. He dressed up as Minecraft Steve one year in like a full-on cardboard thing, and it happened to be a year that it poured down rain, and so the whole thing got soggy and eventually started breaking and falling off.
Yeah,
So that was definitely questionable.
yeah, I've had some pretty questionable ones. My favorite one I've done is, it was actually a hand-me-down costume for my brother. And it was when I was super little and I was a dinosaur. And, you know, I look back on the photos and they're just so cute.
Yeah.
And then a pretty questionable one I've had many. Okay, I did not make good decisions when I was younger. But my least favorite costume was I dressed up as a crayon one year. Well, that is all the time we had for today. I hoped everyone enjoyed the show and got to know a little bit more about the members of the Sunset community. I want to give a huge thanks to Carrie for coming on to the show and to all of you guys for watching. If you'd like to be on the show or on Friday Night Online, all you gotta do is email Mr. Russ. And with that, Audrey Anderson signing out.
Here's Johnny!
And since I am dead, I can take off my head and recite Shakespearean quotations.
They're here.
It rubs the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
I'll tell you what. I'll buy a cup if you buy a box of my delicious Girl Scout cookies. Do we have a deal? Are they made from real Girl Scouts?
Dad, I'm so sorry.
But how could a living person marry a dead person?
By making a vow, silly, which you did.
But I'm already supposed to be marrying Victoria.
I'm sure she'll get over it. There's lots of living people up there.
It's Victoria. Do you love her? Well, I never got the chance to find out. Truth is, we hardly know anything about each other.
It's Victor. I know a lot about you. I've seen you wandering through the woods, sketching.
You have? When?
Haven't you ever felt like you weren't alone, even when you were? Or saw something out of the corner of your eye, and turned and it wasn't there?
Well, yes.
It was me. We live in two different worlds, but sometimes they overlap. I think we're meant to find each other.
But I don't even know your name.
I can't believe it, in all this excitement. It's Emily.
I see dead
Years ago, the Sunset Cares Committee wanted to throw a party to honor the 6 retiring teachers for that year. So I went to John and I asked him, do we have $45 in our budget so I could buy a cake? John said no, we're broke. But he showed up at the party with a cake that he spent all night baking. It was a cake filled with love. We need a president who will bake us a cake. John has my vote.
Mr. Hellscamp has my vote for president because one Friday morning, Chris Rust was actually going for a rebound. He went up and fell and rolled into my ankle, and I couldn't teach at all. So Mr. Hellscamp came in, subbed for my classes, and I was able to go home and watch Netflix and eat ice cream all day, and I felt so much better. Thanks, John. You're the best.
Who am I voting for president? Well, this year, I've got a write-in for you, John Hellscamp. He's the guy for this job. Remember a few years back in IB Chem? There was a hole in the floor. We're not going to talk about how the hole got in the floor, but it was there. And what did Hellscamp do? He came down, spent his weekend patching up that hole. Now, the floor isn't exactly flat, but every time a student trips over that bump in the floor, I think of how much he cares about his community and will do what it takes to get the job done. He's got my vote.
I walked through the door with you. It was cold. Something about it felt like home somehow, and I left my scarf there at your sister's house, and you still got it in your drawer even now. Oh, your sweet disposition, my wide-eyed gaze, singing in the car, getting lost upstate. Autumn leaves falling down like pieces into place, and I can picture it after all these days.
And I know it's long gone, and that magic's not here no more. And I might be okay, but I'm not fine at all. 'Cause there we are again on that little town street. You almost ran the red 'cause you were looking over me. Wind in my hair, I was there, I remember it all too well.
Photo album on the counter, your cheeks were turning red. It used to be a little kid with glasses in a twin-size bed. Your mother's telling stories about you on the T-ball team. You tell me about your past, thinking your future was me.
And I know it's long gone, and there was nothing else I could do. And I forget about you long enough to forget why I needed to. 'Cause there we are again in the middle of the night. We danced around the kitchen in the refrigerator light. Down the stairs, I was there, I remember it all too well.
Maybe we got lost in translation. Maybe I asked for too much, but maybe this thing was a masterpiece. tore it all up, running scared. I was there, I remember it all too well. Can you call me up again just to break me like a promise? So casually cruel in the name of being honest. I'm a crumpled up piece of paper lying here, 'cause I remember it all, all, all too well. Time won't fly, it's like I'm paralyzed by it. I like to be my old self again, but I'm still trying to find it. After pleasure days and nights when you made me your own, now you mail back my things and I walk home alone. But you keep my old scarf from that very first week, 'cause it reminds you of innocence, and it smells like me. You can't get rid of it, 'cause you remember it all too well. Yeah, 'cause there again, when I loved you so, back before you lost the one real thing you've ever known.